Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my 5th update for the Panning Punk project for 2022. So this project was created by Ali from Wonder in Aliland. I'll link her channel down below. It runs from January 1st to December 31st, so the whole year in 2022. There are 20 prompts based off of some common or popular punk songs, or as I said, punk adjacent. Some people wouldn't necessarily classify as punk, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. This is for fun. And I liked a lot of other songs that weren't in the list, so I added 10 more prompts just for fun for myself. But again, I think I have those listed in my intro video. I'll double check that. If not, I'll list them down below. So if anybody else wants to use those prompts, feel free to use them. This should hopefully be a quick and sweet and short update. I've talked about this in my other videos. My themed project pans are for me to go through my collection and use different products in my collection, and I'm trying to take them a little more easily than some of my other like full year project pans that are like I'm really trying to finish some stuff out. So the first product I'm going to talk about was prompt number 5, and it's blank 182, What's My Age Again? And the prompt is an older product in your collection. I picked this bareMinerals Loose Shadow in Rockstar. My goal was to use this 12 times. I don't have my book here, but I think I've used it 11. It's not quite done. I either have 1 or 2 more uses left, but it's almost done. So I'm going to roll this out, and I am going to roll in a new prompt. I am doing 5 items right now, but I think the thing was to pick between 4 and 6. I'm doing 5 right now. So this one was 9.33 grams. It's still 9.33 grams. I use very little of this. I am wearing it today as eyeliner over top. Like I have the Marc Jacobs highliner gel eye crayon, and then I put this over top as sort of a wing liner, so I'm not using very much product. And yeah, you will see this in my next buys and buys because I've decided to declutter this item. I don't really care for it. I don't really have a purpose for it. I've had this forever and yeah, it's just why am I hanging on to it? It's time to let it go. I've given it the good old college try. I'm not even sure what that saying means. And I feel confident and comfortable in letting this go. That, yeah, I could maybe press it into a shadow, but I already have enough sort of dark gray, black shadows if I want something with glitter in it, which I normally don't anyway. So, like I said, this just doesn't fit in my collection. So this will roll out. And again, in total, I used 0.06 grams. I'm doing air quotes because I talked about it in my last video. I accidentally spilled a bunch of it, so I didn't actually use that much product. The next item I want to talk about is prompt number 10, Good Charlotte, I Don't Want to Be in Love. And the prompt is a product you can use for multiple things or in multiple ways. And I picked this Rimmel Radiance Brick in 002 medium. I basically said you could use this as like eyeshadow and highlighter because there's a light enough shade up here to use as highlighter. You can use these as eyeshadow and use it as bronzer. I've been using it as bronzer. I've been using it as bronzer pretty much every day since the last update. I shouldn't say pretty much every day, but my goal was to use this 20 times and roll it out. Again, I don't have my book right here with me, but I think I've used it about 16 or 17 times. I have about 3 or 4 more uses left on this, and then I'll roll it out because 3 or 4 is still enough. Like, I mean, by the time you see this video, I will probably have like 1, maybe none uses left. But I just don't feel like rolling in another bronzer right now. I kind of just want to play with some of my bronzers and not necessarily focus on one. I have a bronzer in my Team Project Pam project, so I don't really feel the need to roll in something else. I shouldn't say roll in another bronzer because I don't need to roll in like the same type of product, but you know what I mean? Like I'm taking this easy. Like I said, I'm taking this project easy. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm all over the place right now. It's kind of end of day. Brain's sort of mush. We're just trying to get through it. So last update, this was 42.73 grams. It's now 42.39 grams. That's the difference of 0.34 grams. The next item is, our next prompt was number 18. It's Simple Plan. The song is perfect. And the prompt was a product that gives you a sense of security or comfort. I picked mascara because mascara for me is the like, if there's only one makeup item, can I put a tinted lip balm in there? But if there's one, I won't classify that as a makeup item. If there's one makeup item I could only ever use for the rest of my life, mascara would be it. So I picked this item. This is the Doucce I've looked this up. Does anybody know how to actually pronounce this? Is it Doucce or Doucce? Doucce. I think it's a German brand, maybe. It's the Boombastic Lash Volumizer Mascara. I've had it in for 2 months, I think. Looking at these numbers, I think I'm gonna keep it in for 1 more month, and then I'm kind of done with this. I don't like it. I don't like this kind of a wand, and it's kind of unfortunate because almost every mascara that I'm using right now is the sort of plastic spiky wands. This one's kind of big. I also find this is drying out really, really fast. One of the photos I had from my last Pan That Palette update, the roulette portion, I don't know if anybody noticed. I try not to, I don't touch those photos up at all. Like, I don't even change the lighting. And I had like mascara dots all over my face on one of the photos. And I was like, oh, I was wearing this mascara. And I was like, that sucks. It totally like crumbled on my face. So yeah, like this was kind of nice when I first used it. I feel like it was one of those mascaras that like it hit peak on its 2-week mark after opening, and then it quickly went downhill after that, and just dried out much faster than I would have hoped for. So last month this was 29.69 grams. It's now 29.58 grams. So that's a difference of 0.11 grams. So the next prompt is prompt number 19, and that's Paramore's song Misery Business. And the prompt is a product from a brand that is only known for one thing. So I picked Cleona, and I picked this shadow that I have from Cleona in the shade Hex. And my goal was to use this 12 times. Again, don't have my book here. How many times am I going to say that? Should have just got up and got it. Doesn't really matter. I think I've used it 6 times. I think I'm halfway through the uses on this. It's going slow, but I'm still using it. I'm using it today. I actually have, like I said, I have this on, and then there's another shadow in my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette that I want to pan. So that's all that's on my eyes, is those 3 shadows. I'm like, I think I might wear that look tomorrow as well, and just get like this done, get another use on that, get the other use on the Too Faced one. I just want to kind of like not be creative with my eyeshadow. I just want to like do easy looks that I don't have to think about. Anyway, the weight on this is surprising to me, and I'm like, next month this is probably going to go way off. Last month it was 2.96 grams. It's now 2.89 grams. That's a difference of 0.07 grams, which for me, for an eyeshadow, is a lot in 1 month for the number of times I've used it. However, I do look at it and I'm like, there's a really significant dip in this. It's a very thick eyeshadow, and it's very soft. So at the same time, I'm like, yeah, maybe that doesn't make sense. It's a little different than all my other shadows. Like, I feel like I have a dip in this, and I haven't used it a whole lot. So I'm quite surprised at how big that dip sort of looks to me, considering how much I've used it. And then I look at the weight, and I'm like, okay, just, yeah, it's a very different texture from other eyeshadows that I have. Knowing that, though, like, if there was a shadow that I really, wanted to pan by the end of the year, I feel like this could be, or this type of formula would be a good choice, because I feel like I'm going through it a lot faster than like my Too Faced eyeshadows, which are really dry, and they're definitely like really hard packed. And the last item that I'm currently working on is prompt number 26, and the artist and song is The Offspring, and the song is Self-Esteem. The prompt is a product that makes you feel pretty. So I picked a black eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. There's no label on it anymore. It's the Ciate Fierce Flicks liquid liner. To be honest, I've kind of forgotten about this. I did use it. I'm not tracking my use. I'm just using it until it's really dead. I think it's like half dead right now. I feel like it's really hard to do like an actual wing, and I have to like warm it up in my hand a little bit. I have to like, press the pen tip on my hand to get some of the liquid to like move down to the end before I get on my eye. So I mean, it's going. We'll see how long it lasts. I kind of am, again, not super motivated to finish this because I don't really have another eyeliner. I do have, I say this every time because I do have one other one. I have the Kaja Wink stamp. So there's the stamp part and the liner. They go together. So somehow in my mind, I just don't think about that as an independent liquid eyeliner. Don't ask me why. In like a pen style. I have ones that are in the pot, like these sort of inkwell style, but this is the only like pen one that I have. So it's kind of like reminding me like maybe this is actually something I should buy. I know I'm on a limited budget and I'm trying to be careful on what I buy, but I could probably do with actually buying a replacement for this, and that might actually kind of give me a bit of a kick in the pants to be like, okay, start using it and finish it up. Whereas right now I'm like, it's still kind of working. Again, I'm not great at liquid liner. I don't have the patience for it sometimes. And then again, using this and it's kind of half working is also not motivating me to use it. Anyway, I feel like that was a long story. Like, this is going slow. And I can even tell by the weights. When I introduced it last month, it was 8.11 grams. It's now 8.1 grams. So that's a difference of 0.01 grams. So really negligible. I mean, I'm trying to think. I'm not tracking the times I'm using it. I would say, though, that I've used it maybe less than 6 times. Oh, yeah, easily less than 6 times over the last month. I have not used it a whole lot. So, like I said, I only have one more use on this item, so I am going to roll it out and I'm going to bring in a new item. I am just using the Google random number generator, except for I forgot to record my screen this time around. I might start using the Tiny Decisions app for this. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just kind of, like I said, taking this pretty casual. Although I'll say, like, I use the random number generator app, but I had to press it a few times because I've gone through so many prompts now that, you know, there's not a whole lot of selection. But anyway, the prompt that it picked was prompt number 20, and the artist and song is Bowling for Soup, 1985. It's funny, I was like, Bowling for Soup, 1985, what song is this? And as soon as I listened to it, I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't think I ever knew who the artist was, or I don't know, I just never connected the dots on that song. I'm like, oh, that song, kind of totally forgot about it. Anyway, the prompt is a product that didn't meet your expectations. And again, I'm kind of going through my makeup list and I have an inventory list and looking at like what's older, what am I kind of forgetting about, what are some items that I either want to like get some use out of that I haven't really used. Some items like this, it's like, maybe it's time to let it go. So I picked this item. This is the Hourglass Veil, what do they call it? Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I got this in November of 2018, so it's pretty old in my collection. And yeah, I just feel like this item was really hyped up on YouTube. I distinctly remember Jamie Page really hyping this up. Like, she really loved this product, and I'm pretty sure she's the reason why I bought this. There might have been somebody else too, but I remember her really, really liking this. I've had this for a while. I haven't used a whole lot of it. My goal is to actually finish this. So we're going to work on this as an empty. I mean, it's just a mini, so I think it should be doable. One of the reasons why I don't really like this is it's a bit yellow. So look on my skin. I don't know how well you can see. Like, I mean, you can see the product, but I don't know if you can see how it's sort of yellow compared to my skin tone. I have a very pink, cool base skin tone. So I just feel like this doesn't work that well with my skin tone. I also I've had this since 2018 and I don't reach for it. I liked the Too Faced Peach Perfect one over this. I have another mini of that I haven't opened yet. I like the Wet n Wild one that I just got. Like, I've actually purposely pulled that out and used it over this. So that kind of says to me, like, yeah, this just didn't really live up to the hype. I'm not mad because it's super expensive and I feel like you don't get a whole lot of product for the price. I got this in a little mini kit with the Mineral Veil Primer. Again, another item that I was like, I remember that being really hyped up and I was like, it's okay, but I don't love it. I also am curious. I think for the Sephora birthday gift thing, I might pick out the Laura Mercier translucent powder because in my mind, I really remember liking that. So I want to compare the two of them together. I mean, I don't think I won't finish this in a month. I need to put a mark. I haven't put a mark on this yet. So we'll put a mark on the back, but hopefully you can see there's not a whole lot of product on this. So I won't finish this before the next update. July is my birthday, by the way. If you're wondering why my timing is, I want to keep some product around at least in July to compare it to the Laura Mercier one. Because in my mind, I liked the Laura Mercier one better. Which I think is kind of a bit pricey too, but it's definitely, I don't like it. I should put it up on the screen. I don't know price-wise how they compare. I assume both of them are fairly expensive and fairly relatively the same price, especially compared to the Wet n Wild one. Like I said, I like the Wet n Wild one for the price. Anyway, I felt like that was like a bit rambly, but that is my 5th item that I am rolling into this project. So I hope you like this sort of, I feel like I'm a little all over the place, update for my Panning Punk project for 2022. If you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.